Hey, I want to thank you for coming back to Your Health Moment. We just experienced Thanksgiving and Christmas is coming up. And so you can guess what this challenge is going to be for the month. It's December, which is the No Junk Food Challenge. You're probably wondering, how did you come up with no junk food for December? If you're wondering that, think about this for a moment. Think when you are experiencing your holidays, you're eating a lot of stuff that you wouldn't normally eat. But when you're not cooking and you're not doing those events, what are you eating then? If you said Kentucky Fried Chicken, if you said Popeyes, a Burger King, Pizza Hut, Domino's, my local Chinese restaurant, I get my fried rice. You said what most of the people we talked to said. And we thought, well, what a good thing to do. What a great challenge would be. Just don't do those junk foods. Don't do the fast food type junk food. Withhold, just stand back, cook something. So cook more on those days that you're not out doing the party scene. Just don't do the junk food during the time of this 1 month during the holiday season. And the cool thing is people that did this last year saw really good results. Some of them didn't gain on the weight that they usually gain in December during holiday time. They're kind of surprised. So people realize, or after they do the challenge, that some of that holiday weight gain comes from the junk foods that they're also eating in between that they're not realizing they're eating. We kind of psychologically give ourselves a pass during the holidays. Most of us do that. We go, it's the holidays. Well, I'll give myself a pass. We don't realize by giving ourselves a pass, we're giving ourselves a pass on more things than we realize. We might be thinking, I'm just giving myself a pass for this Christmas dinner. But what happens is not only are we splurging on the Christmas dinner, but times in between, we're going out and getting junk food from chicken places or burger places. And we're doing some real interesting things when it comes to junk food during the holidays. So if you're one of those people who tend to do more junk food during the holidays than you do during regular times, this challenge is really, really good for you. And there's a lot of us that fit into that category and don't even know it. So if you don't know it, this is a really great reason to do the challenge because it's going to help highlight it for you. It's going to show you, oh my God, look how many times you were going to get something like fast food instead of making real food during the holidays. So it's going to show you, it's going to call you out. And we got some really good things in this challenge. And this challenge, what we do is once you sign up, we will send you information on things that you can do to help you to stay away from junk food during December, little tips. And we're going to also give you a little prize at the end if you complete the survey. Okay? You got a little survey to see how well you did. We're going to ask you some really cool questions throughout this time. Like we want you to measure your waist to see how many inches you lose from your waist. Little stuff like that with the challenge. Things to like be your silent accountability partner. That's kind of what we are with the challenge. And don't worry, if for some reason you fall off or you order something, that's okay. Just don't do it the next day. It's okay to fall off, but it's not okay to fall off and stay off. You don't want to quit when you have a little bump in the road. Nope. You want to get back on and you want to keep trying until you get it right. Okay. So you can do this. Now to sign up, all you need to do is text your name and your email to 904-236-5858. Just text your name and your email to 904-236-5858. This is an amazing challenge. If you haven't done one of our challenges in the past, this is a great opportunity to jump in and try it out. And what our challenges do is they challenge you to do one little thing for that month. It could be as simple as like we're doing here for December, just not eating any junk food. So you're staying away from the junk food. And in our case, we're even being more specific with the junk food. We're staying away from the fast food restaurant junk food for December. Okay. So the fast food restaurant junk food, we're staying away from all of it. No McFlurries, no burgers, no chicken, fried chicken. I'm talking specifically about the fried chicken. So all your favorite places that you get fried chicken off the limit for the month. Yeah, I know it's going to be a struggle, but maybe not. And so that's the really cool thing about it. If it's a struggle for you, then you're learning something really powerful about yourself, you know? And if it isn't a struggle, that's good too, because you've also learned something really good about yourself, that this particular thing is not your struggle. So each month, we give you an opportunity to figure out if the challenge that we're presenting for the month is a challenge for you. So is it going to be something you're going to struggle at, or not going to be a challenge for you? So you get to kind of take this journey with us month after month after month. So I invite you to join me by texting your name and your email to 904-236-5858. That's 904-236-5858. Join the challenge and give up that junk food for just 1 month, this 1 month of December. We got less than a week to go until we start our December challenge. You know what the December challenge is? It's no junk food December. Okay? That's what you got to do. Your goal is to give up junk food for the entire month. Give up junk food for the entire month of December. You're like, all them things, what am I going to give up? Okay. Well, I'm going to narrow it for you. Not every junk food. Okay. You are going to specifically give up fast food, restaurant food. Okay. That'll be the junk food. We're giving up fast food, restaurant food for December. Okay. So you don't got to worry about every little teeny junk food kind of junk that you eat. No, just all the junk that you eat when you go to a fast food restaurant that has lots of stuff that's going to be really bad for you. Okay. Some of the places makes it a little bit easier for you. Okay. So for December, you're just cutting out all the junk that you would eat at any of the chicken places, pizza places, burger places, fast food, Chinese places. You know what I'm talking about. And so, yeah, you're going to not have that stuff. You're going to cook at home. You're going to cook at home. Really, seriously. You're going to cook at home. Ha. And you're going to love it. All you need to participate is to text your name and your email to 904-236-5858. That's 904-236-5858. We just had Thanksgiving. Welcome back to Your Health Moment. And how'd you do? Did you eat more than you thought you were going to eat or less than you thought you were going to eat? Were you excited about your holiday eating experience or not too impressed? Did you eat lots of healthy food that you don't normally have this Thanksgiving? Did you choose to have more unhealthy food than you normally have during the Thanksgiving? Well, guess what? We got another big holiday meal coming up, Christmas. So if you're disappointed about your performance last time for Thanksgiving, well, this time you're going to do 10 times better for Christmas. Okay? Got some strategies for you. So, first, we're starting with the No Junk Food Challenge in December. All you need to do to sign up for that is text your name and your email to 904 236 5858. Just text your name and email to 904 236 5858, and then you can be a part of the challenge. And what the No Junk Food Challenge is, it's eliminating fast food junk food. So you don't have to worry about your kind of humdrum everyday junk food for this challenge, but you are going to be concerned about your fast food junk food. So we're talking about the burger places, the pizza places, the taco places, the burger place. I said that in the Chinese places. So you want to be mindful of the places you go to pick up really quick fast food, because those are the fast food, junk food places that you want to cut out. Just for this challenge, you'll be cutting them out. You know, if you need some help, you will have it. You will be able to text me when you're facing a challenge. You're going to be able to brag when you're doing really well. And there is a competition. So at the end of it, if you do the survey that I'll send you, you will have an opportunity to win a gift card. Okay? So I recommend having fun with the challenge. Do the best that you can. And remember, if you don't succeed the first time, it's okay. Get right back in the challenge and try again. Simply text your name and your email to 904 236 5858, and that will help you. Well, just text your name, 90, just text just text your just text your name and your email to 904 236 5858. That'll get you on the list for the December No Junk Food Challenge. And the junk food we're talking about is the fast food junk food. So no pizza, no Chinese food, none of that rice, none of those burgers. That's the junk food you're going to be giving up. Those fried chicken places? Nope, not for December. So if you have any other questions, don't hesitate to ask. And remember, I'm going to send you tons of information when you sign up by texting your name and your email to 904 236 5858. Your name and your email to 904 236 5858. I found this really cool article at pinkwin.com. And the article deals with the 10 worst fast food restaurants. The 10 worst. And I was trying to figure out, well, I hope none of my favorites are on the list. You know, for December, we're giving up fast food restaurants. So we're giving up fast food, junk food. And I'm trying to figure out if one of my restaurants is on the 10 worst fast food restaurants in the country list. Let's see here. The countdown begins with Jack in the Box. See, I haven't seen too many Jack in the Box here, but I do remember, back in the day when there was that terrible food poisoning in 1993. Boy, the restaurant was one of the first to have the breakout of E. coli in their food. And in that case, several people died, and a few hundred, hundreds were sick. So I do actually remember that, but it's funny, you remember those stories, But if I would have never thought of that, if I drove by Jack in the Box, I was thinking about getting something, I probably would have thought about that. But since then, in 1993, several other restaurants have had the same problem with the E. coli outbreak left in their food, putting a lot of people at risk. So we're going to just keep on this junk food at the moment. So Jack in the Box, they're the worst on the list so far. And coming number second, I love the commercials. Little Caesar, Little Caesar, Little Caesar. I love those Little Caesar commercials. But first, many customers, according to this article, right, in Penguin, many customers complain about the quality of the food, specifically the pizza. The dough is often said to be soggy and the sauce is bland. I do, that's just Little Caesars. I mean, I thought that was like their thing. I always thought they were bland. I thought that was just part of the whole experience, In addition, people are saying that it has a poor quality of food. Customers also complain about dirty dining room and restrooms, and the floors are often sticky and the tables have crumbs on them. Hey, you definitely need to do something about that. In them bathrooms, in a restaurant where the tables are usually really nasty and the floor is nasty, oh my God, don't even think about going up in that bathroom. Woo. Yeah, problems. So, okay, I see Little Caesar on the list. Oh, next, Carl's Jr., part of the Hardee's chain. Aside, people say, from the advertising being demeaning, you know what I mean? People are also saying that the prices are kind of high. The menu is really unhealthy. Hint, I think that's the nature of fast food. I mean, it's fast junk food. You're getting what you're getting. So I don't understand why someone would go to Carl's and then complain that the Carl's Triple Western burger wasn't up to standards. Anyway, that's just me. So they might be looking for a whole different restaurant. So Carl's Jr. is on the list, and Arby's is on the list. Oh my God, how could Arby's be on the list? Arby's was best known for its roast beef sandwich. Everybody knows about the Arby's roast beef, where you put that horseradish sauce on it. Oh man, back in the day. But nowadays, where I did have lightened up on my beef consumption, got a little bit older, can't handle that. But still, there are customers that go there and they complain and leave negative reviews about the quality of the food. And the most common complaints are that the sandwiches are dry and tasteless, and the fries are soggy and salty. Usually when they're soggy, they're not salty, because doesn't the salt kind of suck up the excess moisture? Anyway, when it comes to that, I just have to say, of course, the sandwiches are dry. That's why they got all those really great sauces. You're supposed to smother it in some of the sauces. That's how you handle the dryness. Oh, yes, I love it. Oh, my God. Wendy's is on the list of the worst fast food restaurants. Is Wendy's. Now, I wonder why Wendy's is ranked like this. Okay, well, it says Wendy's has consistently ranked as one of the worst fast food restaurant chains by customer service. Really, they do have an attitude. I ain't gonna lie. I've heard that on more than one occasion. In addition, recent headlines questions if Wendy's supports modern day slavery on farms with their refusal to join the Fair Food Program. Well, okay about that. Um, I have heard about the Fair Food Program, and the Fair Food Program is has to do with raising the wages of our farm workers and people that are in the fields to somewhat a living wage, and um, and they're trying to get big businesses to sign off that that really need those laborers doing their job. We need them because we need the food, but you would think companies that are buying large portions of vegetables from different growers would want to encourage them to provide fair labor, or fair labor practices for the people um, that are bringing that food, but or growing the food and taking care of it and harvesting it. So yeah, Wendy's, you might want to tighten up on that one. You know what I'm saying, and give more of those customer service classes to your staff, uh, according to this interview. Um, oh, next on the list is Sonic, the drive-in. Really? Well, Sonic Drive-In is one of the American fast food chains that is, they're good with burgers and hot dogs and milkshake. It's just real American food, you know. But the biggest complaint that Sonic gets about their food is that it's overpriced and not very good. So I guess people are saying if you're gonna pay a lot, at least make it sound or taste good. Okay. So when you miss out on both those, that's kind of rough. So they choose to go places like McDonald's and Burger King instead of Sonic because the food is better and cheaper. So yeah, I mean, when it comes to tastier fast food or burgers, yeah, it's hard to beat that McDonald's and Burger King. They're on their job. But I'll tell you, for the month of December, join the challenge and give all of the fast food up for an entire month, included the little neighborhood fast food Chinese restaurant you get your fried rice from. No, got to give them up too. Okay. Now, just for December, you're only giving it up for 1 month. Okay. December is the month because we've learned from challenges in the past that people that are able to commit to giving up fast food restaurants for December lose inches around their waist, considerable inches. So everyone who committed to the challenge lost approximately 2 inches from their waist. They didn't do anything different but stayed away from fast food restaurants. Doesn't get better. So keep that in mind. The next restaurant, I got carried away there on Sonic, is Chipotle. Now, Chipotle is often lauded as one of the healthier fast food options. Wow, this is true. But their food also has made a lot of there's been a lot of how can I say it? They've had to close because of an outbreak of E. coli twice, once in 2015 and once in 2017. Their ingredients, they use healthier ingredients, vegetables and stuff, but there are some artificial flavors and preservatives in their food. So, be, that's clearly why they're on the list. And some of their workers have been known to still work and being forced to go to work when they're not feeling well. And in their business model, they tend to really be right over your food and touching on your food. So someone not feeling well could easily make you sick. So, oh wow, and they had another outbreak in 2018. Oh goodness. And that restaurant had rodents falling from the ceiling. Well, I'm sure that's just a one-off. But I really hope that one's just a one-off. But I'll tell you, Chipotle has been accused of a lot of things. And yeah, just something to think about next time you go and get something to eat. Just think about it. Okay, now Burger King is on the list. Burger King, yeah, on the list. Now, Burger King is one of the biggest fast food chains in the world. I mean, they're everywhere. They have what, uh, over 12,000 locations? But of course, that doesn't make them immune to criticism. You know, in our world, the more locations you have, the more criticism you're likely to get. Just what it is. But where it comes to Burger King, one of the big criticisms is that they microwave all their food. Huge criticism. They spend a lot of time. They don't have cook really anything in the restaurant. They microwave the food. Okay. And that's probably one of the biggest things about it. And some of the things that they use in their meat, you know, some of that smoked stuff I heard in the meat. But Burger King has found itself with all kinds of interesting things going on around the world. In 2013, they found themselves in hot water because it was discovered that small traces of horse DNA is in some of their burgers in the UK. So it wasn't just beef that was in those burgers. I mean, so they had that to kind of deal with. You know, I guess you really do have to be careful what you put in your food right now because with DNA, man, all the different grind meat that you put in those little grind meat places will show up. They can't just put horse in there and expect someone not to notice. Wow. What Taco Bell makes the list. You know, now it's no secret that fast food isn't the healthiest cuisine, but some fast food restaurants are definitely worse than others. Regarding their nutritional value or lack of nutritional value, let's just say it. Taco Bell is definitely in the running. I mean, let's just put it out there. You know, now for starters, Taco Bell has been embroiled in a few scandals over the years, but you can't be a big company like Taco Bell and not really get caught up in a few kind of scandals, you know? Like, what's that meat really in your tacos? You know? So they did a DNA study of the Taco Bell meat and found out that the beef contained less than 35% beef in the beef. So, you know, our litigious society, the plaintiffs, they got a class action lawsuit and some lawyer made a bank. So, yep, you just can't be blending anything up and putting it in your beef burgers and still calling it beef, even if it's not a burger, even if it's just a taco. So, I think this does stand flow or the what am I trying to say here? This does make sense because of trying to think of the organizations. The USDA, I think, is responsible for the standards of our meat, like beef. So I think the USDA is involved in that. But it's so tricky between what the USDA does and the FDA, the Food and Drug Administration, because they both have jurisdiction over different aspects of our food. So you don't know if the FDA is responsible or the USDA is responsible for those particular standards. And you'd want to hope that it's the USDA because their budget is bigger. And unfortunately, they've cut back so much on the budget of the FDA. They do very little. I mean, where it comes to protecting our food anymore. When you have I don't know the exact numbers, but uh you're reducing inspectors, so to a level that it's virtually impossible for them to adequately inspect all the sites that would need to be inspected. Stress tricky. So, and the last restaurant on the list is everyone's favorite, McDonald's. So that's probably going to be the toughest one people are going to have to give up this holiday season. So if you are one of the frequent eaters at a McDonald's, just for this month, just for December, pass on your McDonald treat and find some real food to eat. So now McDonald's, perhaps, clearly is like better known, I think, than any other restaurant in the world. But it's ranked the worst because, again, when you have so many restaurants, there's going to be people that are going to criticize you. But they're getting criticized for some really legitimate reasons too, like, the unhealthy ingredients that they're putting in their food and how those ingredients impact the environment negatively. So they're getting hit up for some of that. But they're the number one spot on the list. It's really no it's really no surprise that it's kind of McDonald's. It really isn't. They've had reports of the employees serving food that has fallen on the floor, moldy McFlurry machines, the drink machines crawling with worms. So a lot of stuff has been going on. Dead rat and someone's salad, Texas. But I honestly believe fast food is really dangerous for us in a lot of ways. I mean, I don't think every restaurant is going to have dead rats or anything like that in it, because that's like, they have to be one off. And I'm praying that they're just one offs and just flukes that have happened. But sometimes they can bring us awareness of, like, a warning sign that there's some breakdowns in the system. Do you know what I mean? If someone can get away with serving that kind of food for a while, there's a breakdown in the system. And it should make us all a little bit concerned, or really a lot of bit concerned. So another reason to give up fast food is you might be surprised that you feel better, because one of your favorite places may be dealing with some staffing shortages or some problems that making it difficult for them to clean their machines the way they're supposed to be cleaned. And you wind up getting sick and not knowing why. So just think about it. Guess what? December is a great opportunity for you to give up fast food, junk food, okay? Just give it up whole month. That's all you got to do. And if things work like they did for most people last year, you are guaranteed 2 inches off your waist. That's the end. That was the average from last year. So just by giving up fast food for the month. Now, people were eating everything else that they wanted to eat. They just gave up going to fast food spots to grab food. That's it. Other than that, they ate everything they wanted to eat. No change in their food, in their diet. And they still felt better and got lost inches around their waist. Still. So let's see how you do once you start the challenge. Or here's how you start the challenge. Just simply text your name and your email to 904-236-5858. Text your name and your email to 904-236-5858. Once you sign up for the challenge, I will send you a welcome letter with just things that you need to do and what to expect coming next. Okay. The challenge is free, so you don't have to worry about anything like that. So enjoy it. And if you have any questions or if you have anything that you want to share, if you got a critique you'd like to offer, please text that to me too. Okay. Remember, you text your name and your email to 904-236-5858 to join the challenge. Have a great day. God bless. Thank you for listening. This episode was brought to you by McGowan Spinal Rehabilitation Center. Their number is 904-350-5544. Write that down, 904-350-5544. If you have neck or pain in your neck, your back, even your hip, McGowan Spinal Rehabilitation Center are who you need to call. They're a team of chiropractors led by Dr. Royce McGowan that does a phenomenal job. You'll be treated like a king from the moment that you step foot into place. They take such great care of the customers. I can speak from experience because I've been one. And I'm telling you, it's fantastic. They took really great care of me. So all you need to do, if you have back pain or you've been in a car accident, call my friends at 904-350-5544. My friends at McGowan Spinal Rehabilitation Center.